Well, good afternoon, and yes, it's good afternoon. It's about 5:30 on the 2nd of April 2020, and yes, we're in the middle of this awful virus pandemic. But what I'm going to do today, and this is the first time I've done any kind of video log in a long time on my channel, not since my strokes at least, I'd like to introduce you to my 1964 Renault Caravelle. As you can see, she's quite sad, quite a state. And the intention at this point, and this is part one, is to not only restore her back to a nice usable summer type car, but also the plan, and there is a plan afoot, often isn't with me, is to convert her. Now normally in this area here would be a little 1100cc 4-pot petrol engine driving the gearbox, which is hiding behind that piece of card. Now the reason for the piece of card is I'm making a template of the shape of the bell housing. Once I have the template, then we'll then transfer that to say 20mm thick aluminium plate, and that will form an adapter plate to connect that gearbox to a suitable electric motor. Yes, this vehicle is going electric. The Caravelle is ideal in many ways because she's a rear gearbox, rear engine car, and with the motor in here, whatever size it is, there is room for batteries, controllers, etc. That area there under the back shelf is where the fuel tank currently sits. That again would be an excellent place for batteries or a battery pack of some kind. Haven't really looked into battery packs yet. It's been a bit of a rough ride the last couple of years, I have to admit. We're going to move around to the front of the Caravelle now and show you there is also a large boot area, which, well, though nice to keep for luggage, could also be utilised for battery installation. Now I think by now you've gathered that there's a strap wrapped around the whole car. Now that strap is there for a very good reason. It's stopping these doors from opening. Not that they're going to pop open or anything anytime soon. It's best to keep them closed because without them the car would just fold in the middle. The car at the moment has no structural strength in the floor at all. In fact, you can see daylight through most of the floor, and in that area there should be laughingly what Renault call a chassis rail, but it's anything but. The plan is to strengthen the car, align the car before opening and removing the doors. Once the car has been strengthened and aligned, then I can then set about working on the floor area. So there we go. This is part one. I've had this car for some time. Unfortunately, all my project work was cut short by 3 strokes. So for goodness sake, look after yourselves out there. And I shall see you next time for part 2.